a public web facility based on a Google search, which shows how often a particular search term is entered relative to the total search volume across various regions of the world and in various languages. It makes it possible to observe the society without expensive surveys. As we know, when policymakers want to make an assessment of the current conditions, they will need to use some economic variables. However, most of those economic variables are released with a lag, which will make it difficult to get an accurate assessment. And this paper tries to find an easy way to inform practitioners about aggregate consumer behavior in emerging markets. The authors choose to observe internet browsing habits by using the Google Search Curious data. They first made a Google Trends Automobile Index to show the online interest in automobile purchases in China, and then tested whether it could improve the feeding efficiency of nowcasting models for automobile sales. Before this research, this kind of nowcasting already worked in developed countries. To make a difference, the authors of this paper would like to test whether in emerging markets, the internet behavior also correlates with consumer purchases, and to what extent. The authors of the paper uses the time series data on the volume of the monthly car sales, which includes both new and used vehicles. These data are released with a 1 month lag. They take year-over-year changes in variables and then denote the 12 months, this is not what I prepared. I think there's a competitive problem which does not show. Time series on the volume of the car sales, as you can see on the screen, which dates from January 2006 to May. Macroeconomic activity employed the ABSEC series, is the Spanish standing for Indicador Mensual de Actividad Económica, which is monthly released with a 5-week lag by the Department of the National Accounts at the Central Bank of China. Then they denote this year-over-year percentage change as VT. Originally you can see, but now you can't. The timeline of the data availability from the figure 1. Well, and in the figure 2, we can see the data series used this paper together with the GTAI, which stands for the Google Trends Automobile Index. Before public release, the Google first normalized the raw data by the total number of search queries in the geographical region of interest. This is scaled to an index with a max value of 100. For their study, they choose 9 brands, making up 65% of the trading automobile market, and the keywords are, oh, it's past, sorry, you can't see that. The Chevrolet, Hyundai, Nissan, Kia, Toyota, Suzuki, Ford, Mitsubishi, and Mazda. It is worth bearing in mind that the Google uses a sampling procedure that introduces measurement error into the series. To characterize the measurement error and to identify an underlying historical series, they downloaded the series for each keyword on 50 occasions. In figure 3, this is what you see. We can see the cross-sectional mean of the 50 samples returned for the keyword Chevrolet. As the measurement error weakens the information provided by Google data, it is more typically rejected the null hypothesis, and that will be tested later. Later we'll talk about that. Now let's come to the statistic method. First, we need to construct our index. Denote W as a matrix of the year-over-year percentage change in the popularity in Formula A, where the YT is the This is what you see now, and this is the benchmark configurations. As you auto regression of a YT in a Formula 2A, they added the IMSEC index with a 1 period lag. In the Formula 3A, they used the model auto regression moving average T2 as a final benchmark specification. In order to introduce the family of augmented models, they just simply add the GTAI for period T into each one of the 3 benchmarks, and we have, as you can see, the formulas from 1B to 3B, but it's unfortunately, yes, just cost. So, internet users who search for automobile information will not buy a car right away. In order to investigate the possible lag between the search and purchase, they slide the observation window backwards to test the Google index in sample predictability. As you can see in figure 4, the solid line shows the in-sample fit of the model 1B for a lag up to 30 days, and the dashed line reports the fit of the benchmark model 1A. As you can see that our model with the Google Translator is much better, because when it approaches to the 20, you get a better IMSE. And they compare the model point accuracy on the basis of the adjusted R-squared and row mean square error, which is the RMSE. They compare the turning points identifying capability with a sign test. Now, let's take a look at the results. The table 1 shows the in-sample estimation results. As we can see, the 9 hypothesis is rejected, and introduction of the Google index does improve the fit over each benchmark specification, reducing the IMSE, the row mean square error, between 9% and 14%. As for the turning point sign test, Google Trends data in a model 3B increases the success rate to 65%. And the table 2 shows the results of all of the sample nowcast evaluation to carry out the use of recursive and rolling Windows games. They did a lot of tests to ensure the robustness of their findings. So the AR1 is more accurate than ARMA. Carried out unconditional encompassing test described in a. As you can see on the screen, they rejected the hypothesis and can therefore interpret the results as the best. Information to the models. The later clock and wax unconditional. The commentary time. Although there are relatively fewer people in China, contains a substantial metamaterial, the Google search results with an in-sample efficiency improvement of time to deliver information, but also did better